Ciao ragazzi, eccoci stasera con una nuova chiacchierata per fare la conoscenza con un altro dei protagonisti della prossima Red Bull XAlps 2025. Attesissima 12ª edizione della più appassionante gara di Hike and Fly al mondo. Quest'anno FIVL con i suoi canali e con il sottoscritto è stata invitata formalmente e accreditata come media press nella competizione. Quindi saremo presenti nei giorni preparatori allo start, durante la gara e poi durante lo svolgimento saremo di nuovo live con i teams, i piloti, gli organizzatori che man mano avranno modo di collegarsi con noi. Ok, siamo pronti? Questa sera non indugiamo oltre, siamo pronti per parlare con...
Hi, I am Mattin, local pilot from the Basque Country. I can't believe I've been picked for this Red Bull X-Alps 2025. It's a massive challenge for me.
Okay. So, welcome, Mattin Iñiguez. You are here with us tonight to talk about your participation to the XAlps 2025. So, first of all, I let you introduce yourself and tell us something about you.
Okay. Ciao Rinaldo, buonasera. Thank you for the invitation. And I don't know, my name is Mattin Iñiguez. I'm from the Basque Country. I was born in a little town called Segama here in the Basque Country, and I grew surrounded by big mountains, not so big as the Alps, but we have one nice mountain called the Iscorri that now is quite famous because of the marathon of Segama Iscorri. So we had references of paragliding since we were kids, because we saw in the early 90s, when I was a kid, we saw people flying back to town with paraglides, with these first prototypes. So when we had the chance, we learned to fly, and here we are.
Right. So when did you start paragliding?
First of all, I started with mountain activities. I've been very connected with rock climbing, mountaineering, canyoning, and when I had the chance, it was like a natural evolution of mountaineering. So 9 years ago, when I was 30, I started to fly.
To fly, I see. And
Yes.
so now, after 9 years only, reaching the XAlps, it's a very big step. Yeah. And so we know that the XAlps is maybe one of the 5 or 10 toughest race in the world, really demanding a lot. So what motivated you to be part in this race?
Yes, it's a great challenge, no? For me, more than a race, it's a huge adventure in terms of endurance, about making decisions, about extreme piloting. So for me, it's the opportunity to push the limits a little bit and see what can you do, no? In terms of keep going, because we usually fly when the conditions are optimal. So the X-Alps is the opportunity to see how can you deal with any kind of conditions, and see how you deal these decisions and these skills.
Yes.
So for me, it's more an adventure than a race.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you tell us, Mattin, which kind of preparation are you taking? And so how long you train, which is your routine?
Yes, I have to train every single day, but well, I rest 1 day per week, and I'm running, I'm flying as much as I can, but here in the Basque Country, we don't have really good weather, so it's being more about running and BTT or bicycle also. And I'm also training strength in the gym twice per week. So I'm combining, depending a little bit the weather, I'm combining running, flying, biking, and the gym. So
right. So it's a very big. You have a lot to do. Let's say it's
yes.
it's a very big amount of time that you have to spend in training.
Yes, it's a little bit stressing because I'm working also. So it's work, train, eat, sleep, and work, train. It's been quite hard in that. Now I hope I can get some months free to relax a little bit and to focus more in the race. But training and working, it's really hard.
By the way, which is your worker, your normal worker?
I'm teacher in vocational education, mechatronics, robotics, and those things.
I see.
Yes.
Wow, good. So combining two things is not so easy, absolutely.
It's not so it's a lot of time of training, yes.
Yeah, sure. Now I want to ask you a question which is a little bit more personal, like a philosophy of flying. I would like to know which is your motivation. What does the X-Alps means to you?
Yes, the X-Alps for me it's a dream come true. No, it's the ultimate challenge of endurance and resilience and flying. So for me, it's the opportunity to know those areas of the Alps that I don't know, because I've been flying quite a lot in the Alps, but more in the French part and the Italian part. And for me, knowing Austria, Switzerland, it's an opportunity to know, to have all the map of the Alps in the head and to see how I can deal such a big challenge.
Sure, understand. So, what is your biggest challenge during your preparation? You have, I don't know, faced some particular difficulty?
It's been a hard year for me because I was preparing the XP last year. It was going to be my first big race, and I was very focused. I was flying well. I prepared it really well, and I knew very well the Pyrenees. But just a month before the race, I had an accident and I broke my back in a silly accident in a landing. So I had to cancel all the plans, and I spent all summer in bed. And it was the most demanding part of this preparation, no? To see if I want to do this, no, if I was prepared. So while I was recovering, I decided to give a chance to myself and to try to take part in this race. And I was lucky, and I'm here.
Sure. Yeah, also because I believe that after an accident, it's always demanding to be back on a race like this, because there is always something on the back of your head that says, okay, be careful, take care, and this is the situation.
Yes, the mental preparation is also, it was hard to make the decisions, but once we decided to go, you have to focus on on recover also mentally and keep going. And
absolutely, So, Mattin, do you have a mentor or someone that inspires you for the race? I mean, somebody that gives a good influence to you?
Plenty of them, but the two people that I was inspired when I was starting to fly, one of them was Damien Lacasse before he became famous. His adventures in Morocco were very inspiring for me while we were searching for adventures on the internet. And also Antoine Girard was a big inspiration for me because he also participated in previous editions of the Red Bull X-Alps, but what he does in mountains and about exploring and this kind of adventures, for me, they are very, very inspiring pilots.
Right, yeah. Damien, last 2 years ago, last edition, he was really very, very strong. He made the longest flight in the X-Alps ever. And he's been there to race for the first position until really the last day. And he was second, but really very, very strong race. He was there. Yeah, absolutely.
He did a great job. Yes, it's very inspiring for me.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the let's say the strategy during the race. What is your philosophy? Flying a lot, for sure, flying a lot as much as possible. But which kind of strategy will you put in place during the race?
Yes, I think the key will be to make the good decisions, to the strategy, to fly a lot, of course, but I think the key is to be in the place just in the moment. I think I can't beat these guys in the floor because they are professionals. They are really strong athletes. So I have to be smart and see where are my limits and my possibilities, and not just focusing in the others. So I think that I have to focus in my possibilities to make a good
Sure.
race.
Yeah, sometimes we say that the X-Alps it's a race against yourself, not really against the others. Yeah.
For me, absolutely, because I'm not
Yeah.
trying to beat Maurer. I think it's a it doesn't
Yes.
make sense. It's enough to focus in yourself and to try to keep going.
Sure.
I think the strategy is to think in short targets and let's see how can we do our best tomorrow and make it the same every day and
Sure.
keep going like that.
Yeah, and I believe a race like this, like the X-Alps, it's also a race that, I mean, if you finish it, you are already a winner because it's something that it's not so easy to finish, to arrive to the last day, and so it really gives a lot of, how can we say, a lot of personal power if you can finish. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. For me, being there is also a prize.
Yeah.
But to finish the race would be a dream come true. Just to finish to arrive to Selamsi would be
Yeah.
a dream come true. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
So, Martin, what is your other things apart from flying? Let's say, which are your hobby that help you to maintain the balance in life?
I'm very happy in the mountains, so any kind of activity in the mountains. I love ski touring, rock climbing, mountaineering. So I think I can enjoy when it's not flyable, because if we have a beautiful sky, I want to be up there. But I can enjoy any kind of sports in nature.
Sure, sure.
And
And
not also
Martin,
sport, also, I don't know, good music, like music, to be with friends. I
sure,
think life
absolutely.
is more than races and competition, but I
Yeah,
love to be in the mountains in any
right.
format.
So, how many supporters will you have with you?
I'm not pretty sure now, but I would like to have 4 supporters,
Four supporters.
two vehicles with 4 supporters. If we can deal
Okay,
it, we'll try to do it like that.
okay, right. So, another question that I always ask to athletes. So, many athletes talk about like a magical moment. Let's say something that really stay in your head. Can you describe us your magical moment?
I have plenty of them. I have a lot of moments. I don't know. If you fly, you have those moments that you make you feel so good, no? You think that you are born to do that, no? I have plenty of them, but if I have to choose one, could be last summer we were flying in Pakistan, in Baltoro, and being surrounded by so majestical peaks as K2, Broad Peak. It's like a dream come true, no? Since I was kid, I was dreaming to climb these mountains. I wasn't able.
Yeah.
My mountaineering career hasn't been so successful. So being flying over those mountains, it's really magical. To fly around the Trango Towers, or
Yeah.
for me, was magical moment.
I never did that. I'm not so lucky, but I believe it's really something fantastic. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. So, Martin, how do you see? How is it important to, let's say, for your country, for the paragliding community, to let's say have athletes like you participating in the X-Alps?
This is changing a lot. Nowadays, here in the Basque Country, it's growing a lot, the hike and fly, because when I started to fly, everybody went to takeoffs that you had to drive because they didn't like to walk. And everybody was driving, and we had very few spots. And nowadays, it's changing a lot. And to have references that go walking, that make distance in mountains, they line somewhere to try to fly again, to practice ball bivouac. It's being nice because the community is growing, and I think for me it's a honor to inspire younger pilots and to share with them what I have learned in this year and to share adventures also with them. So I think it's good for the community.
I believe that pilots like you, after finishing such races like this, can also be really, as we say, inspiring, but also give good advice to the normal, the Sunday pilot, which has no time or the possibility to go in such big races, but they like anyway to practice, I can fly and so on. So I believe so too. It's very important.
Yes, it's nice to share. You don't have to run a Red Bull X-Alps to enjoy hike and fly. It's about sharing knowledge and experiences, and you can enjoy with small targets. You can enjoy a lot. It's a sport, so it's not necessary to run a Red Bull X-Alps for this.
Sure, absolutely. Good. So, Mattin, in conclusion to this nice interview, can you tell us, let's say, a sentence or a word that will make us think about you when we saw you at the XAlps in June?
Sorry, I didn't understand. I didn't hear well.
I mean, do you like to? Can you tell us a word or a sentence that will that represent yourself, and that can we think about it when we see you in June at the XAlps? Something that comes from your heart.
I don't know, something from my heart. Enjoy the mountains and keep going. Enjoy and keep going. Yes.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I believe this is really the nice spirit of the XAlps. Absolutely.
Yes. If you don't enjoy it, it doesn't make sense. So we are going to suffer a lot also. I know, but I think the secret is to have that motivation of enjoy. You love doing this, so keep going because you love this.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so Mattin, thanks a lot for this nice interview. Now, as I told you, we will show it during one of the FIVL nights, and we will be myself and also others from the Italian Federation. We will be in Kitzbühel for the start, for the prologue. So we will have the chance to meet again there, and then follow the race during all the steps of all the days. Normally, during the evening, we do like a connection to some teams to see how the day was going, see if it's possible. If you are too tired or if you are somewhere in the mountains and the connection is not good. But anyway, we try to keep in touch.
Okay. Hope to see you there then.
Good.
Be nice.
Okay. So thanks very much, Mattin, and see you next time.
Thanks to you. Ciao, Rinaldo. Grazie mille.
Bye.
Bye, ciao.